Welcome back. We did it. We did the thing. Never a dull moment before we press live. People should be hanging out backstage, but I don't think it'd get us any more trouble than we tend to find ourselves in trouble. But yeah, we did it. Elevator art.
Happy,
like father, like son.
Happy traitor to the rebellion day.
I don't think I've ever heard it called that.
Yep.
I'm gonna let's see here. We're gonna get rid of these. We're not even gonna do the tickety talk. We're not gonna do. I was gonna go potential live. There was I tried to set it up real quick before we went live, and it just didn't work out. There's a new website, Kick. Well, it's not new, but another streaming site called Kick.
Kick, yeah. Somebody asked me on the podcast today, or not the podcast, but my live today, dude. I was live for 5.5 hours today.
Wow.
I mean, pretty standard. Richie will be like, yeah, that's pretty standard. Yeah, live, Toby. Yeah. But I was live today, and somebody had mentioned Kick. They're like, do you guys post on Kick? I'm like, not right now. I know what it is, but yeah, as of right now, no.
Yeah, I have the account. I have the RTMP, and I put it in, and I probably just have to press something on the Kick side, and I just forgot while we were hanging out backstage. But yeah, whatever. Maybe we'll try it next week. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Either way. And yeah, so thankfully we're on the YouTube. We're still on the Twitter. We're still out there. We're still not out on the Facebook. So sorry, Facebook users. Maybe you've found your way over to YouTube. Maybe it hasn't. But
maybe next time.
Maybe next time. But who knows? But either way, I did have a conversation with the management of said company, and we're going to have a follow-up conversation. And things were positive. So that's good.
Okay.
That's good. With said incident, talked to the creator as well, and they were like, never talked to said company. Not really sure why they're going and doing the thing, but I'm on your side.
Somebody else stole that person's video, posted it on their page somewhere, and then when they were approached by Viral Hog, they're like, oh no, yeah, that's totally my original content. Yeah, sure, you can use it.
Yeah. Who knows? Either way, is what it is.
I talked mad shit about said company earlier today, like during the live multiple times. I was like,
yeah,
fuck these people.
Yeah. But know who we don't say fuck those people is the Deluxe Edition Network. Good people. We got some new podcasts of the month. We didn't say it on the episode on the 16th because we didn't know really who it was going to be because it was pre-recorded. But either way, it's Growing Up Bananas and IAP Radio, which is In a Pickle Radio. It's a really good sports show. So if you guys are into sports stuff, check out In a Pickle. I am a huge fan of it, and I happen to like pickles. But either way, Grown Up Bananas is another good one. So check them out. DeluxeEditionNetwork.com. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, somebody was a couple of people have asked, "Where's Yuban?" He, I don't know if he's on a different planet because he is that high. I did talk to him earlier. He did have some stuff going on today, so he said he couldn't make it.
But I mean, it's 4th of July. I'm sure he cares enough about his family to be with them.
Probably. I'm not. Yeah, like I said,
such is not the case with me.
I'm not a big fireworks guy. I don't know if you guys are.
Oh yeah. My Peyton and Sam bought a whole shit ton of them, and they were excited. So Peyton just said, "Fine, I'm just going to light them right outside your window." I was like, "All right,
okay, fair enough."
This works out. We got homeowners insurance, man. Let it light.
Let her fly. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, me just personally, I'm not a huge fireworks guy. I've seen a lot of fireworks. Some people love them. For me, there's a lot of these small town communities drop a ton of money. Can't drive on the fucking roads because of all the potholes and shit. But hey, we got enough money to drop 60, 70 grand on a beautiful firework display. So America.
See, like I enjoy like the state fireworks and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. It's usually pretty much the same show every year. Like I don't see like new stuff really coming out. But what I do really, dude, I'm a huge fan of the like the stuff that you get at the TNT shop and stuff like that in the parking lots, and the little cakes and the little just the little stuff, dude. I love those. I can do those all day.
Yeah, I mean, we like around here we have what like Dollar Generals and stuff like that. I don't know if they're out there. Obviously, they're everywhere, but they have their little stands that are set up for the fireworks stands and all that stuff. And I've seen. Actually, I saw it was Yuban sent a video of him almost with an he was like, I'm gonna send this over to you, and you can't get in trouble for showing this video because it was my dumbass almost blowing myself up. But he didn't send it because I'm assuming he probably got high and forgot to send it. But either way, yeah, it's one of those things. But hey, fireworks. And not to mention, I saw one of my really good local friends one time, unexpected firework display, who was a veteran as well, and it was a tough moment for him. So I don't like that one as well. But fuck yeah. Know what else I don't always like? Waking up in the morning, just dragging ass. Mornings can be hard.
Oh,
So
I thought you were gonna say feeling like P. Diddy.
Oh, no, fuck, man, I feel really cool if I felt like P. Diddy.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Yeah, Cult Coffee. I think we mentioned them on the show. If not, check them out. Cult.coffee. They are a sponsor of the show for the month of July, and you guys can use code BeardLaws if you want. Great coffee, and what I truly love is they do a true crime book with a cup of coffee, or a bag of coffee, sorry, for $19.99 this month is this one here, When a Killer Calls, by John Douglas and Mark. I thought it said Oil Shaker. I'm like, oh, that's a cool name. But it's the Oil Shaker. The Oil Shaker. But pretty cool concept. If you subscribe to it, it's $18.99 a month. But again, Cult.coffee. They just have a ton of. I'm currently drinking the Mexican coffee. It's fucking fantastic. Fantastic coffee. Feel free to check it out if you guys want. There's another one we're going to talk about that I have to show you guys. And I'm curious. I told Toby, I was like, listen, I'm going to wait. It's a 6-in-1 tool. Okay. And this fits with the show a little bit because we happen to talk about pooping a lot. We happen to talk about public pooping. We did on the Thursday show and everything else. There's an actual tool called Stall Smart Safety Tool. It's a 6-in-1 tool that you can use. One that,
like, screws in?
Yeah. So when you're in there, and it actually goes through the stall, and it says in use on the outside, and then it screws in when it's there. It can also be used as a coat hanger, a purse hanger, which is problems that we don't have. But hey, maybe we'll start wearing a purse. It also can be a glass breaker, a bottle opener, and as they market it, a self-defense tool.
A self-defense tool.
Here, I'll show that. Yeah. So again, that is stallsmartsafetytool.com. Knowing this isn't their code, but for me, the first thing is like knowing that I can poop in peace. But their slogan is never get caught with your pants down again. It's pretty good. I like it.
Those things are like necessary if you have to take a shit at Walmart. I've yet to go into a Walmart stall that has like a functional stall lock.
Yeah, there's a lot of ones, and like I said, links in there. Feel free to check them out if you guys want. Like I said, friend of the show, stallsmartsafetytool.com. I love one. I have one. I have a couple on orders. They come in like black, blue, red, pink. I think I went with the black one. But pretty cool stuff. Like I said, maybe I'm gonna buy a purse next so I can hang up my purse. But check it out. It says in use. People know that it's in there, and they can't barge in you when they're taking a dump. All right, that's all I got for those. I think we got those out of the way.
Yeah.
Not that we got them out of the way, but we didn't forget to do them. Now we can get into the fun part.
Well, we knock them out right at the beginning, so we don't forget to get to them later.
Yeah, and if you ever watch out like the Josh Terry podcast, he does the same thing. Starts out, you know what I mean? All the friends of the show, lets you know how much he loves them, all that stuff. He's got a lot more friends of the show, so it takes a little bit longer, but either way, we got it out of the way. All right. Elevator art, like father, like son. Those are the two videos that we have to show in the description. They're interesting ones.
So I found the guy that you sent me the comment of. I found one of his videos, and I told him, listen here, dollar store Danny McBride, like I don't know where you think you have room to talk about my looks. But please God, show me the woman that you landed in the trailer park, and I'll compare her to my wife on a fucking any day, man. He has yet to respond, but he hasn't blocked me either yet. So
that's fair. It was funny because I believe after the comment, because I was just like, whoa, on the video. And I think after it was like, hey, it was just a joke. I was just kidding. Or it was a pretty quick backtrack on that one. So, yeah. If anybody doesn't know, feel free to check that out. Yeah, that's a big mic drop. That's good. Like I said, go to the comment section if you don't know what we're talking about. And a lot of good videos this week. I want to applaud every single person that sent them in. Obviously, we didn't get to them. So I have a bunch that is in queue still. A lot of good ones. A lot of variety of stuff. Not as many show Yuban. Not as many show Toby. I think you, the viewers, are kind of getting sick of maybe us going, this one they kept saying 100 times. Let's show Toby this video of a fucking chicken or a farm animal. Or, oh, this one talks about marijuana. We should probably show Yuban. But,
I even sent you. I think I even sent you some this past week.
Yep. There was a couple there. I think there's 7 unread that I didn't get to on the Beard Loss show account.
Yeah,
but there's some good ones. Anything from obviously elevator art, like Father Like Son, that we're going to show. But there was a couple of animal ones, a couple of joke ones, a couple of song ones. Just a good variety. You know, it wasn't all farts. It wasn't all farm animals. It was a good week. You the viewers, and you guys had a good week.
Overall, spread it out there, people.
Spread it out. All right, let's do the elevator art. This one's pretty good. This one might have been a Yuban.
I mean,
classic.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I feel like we've all seen it, and if anybody is just listening, it was a hand-drawn penis that you couldn't see until while the elevator was open. As soon as the elevator was shut, it became very prevalent.
What the hell is going on with my phone? Dude, phone's losing its butt. Dude, I'm staring out the window at my cameras, and you can see like the flashes happening into the goat barn from Peyton lighting off these, and they're all like they're all the crackly style ones, and goats are just everywhere right now. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Pure chaos. That's a tough one. How are the dogs around it? They're in the house? They're outside?
Well, this year we realized Tank Girl is probably mostly deaf. So, because she did not respond at all when we were lighting off fireworks, and she usually loses her mind. She also hasn't, excuse me. She also hasn't been like running during thunderstorms, which was really odd for her as well. And I'm like, well, maybe she's just maturing. Nope. Walked up directly behind her today, like must have yelled her name at her 4 or 5 times, and she's just like, ugh. And I go and right next to her head, and she's like, huh? I'm like, shit, another deaf one. The Danes, they're for the most part, they're all right, as long as I think it doesn't get too loud. But yeah. Cats are probably losing their shit though.
Probably. Which, hey, this is a perfect segue, because here is a cat losing its not actual shit, but going nuts. And I don't know if this one was narrated with voiceovers, but I got a good laugh out of this one.
Que porra é isso, meu irmão? Ele tá assustado.
Okay, the last one 100% is my Danes if I don't like make them sit down before they eat. But that second clip, dude, that is if anybody ever goes, what does chaos mean? I'm going to go here.
Yep. And that was, I mean, how many cats? That's a lot of cats.
It had to have been
one
like
room.
easily like close to 20 cats in there.
I mean, there was just cats everywhere. Cats trying to jump out windows. Cats trying to crawl up walls. Cats trying to crawl across the Simpson like Spider Pig in The Simpsons. They were everywhere. But what about the one that appeared to be able to walk on water in the third or fourth clip?
Well, the one that just kept dipping into the water?
Yeah, and it was like...
Yeah, but I was like, what the fuck is it doing? Why does it keep jumping into the water?
Yeah, it's like, I'm good. Nope, I'm going to jump right in the middle of the pool because that makes more sense to get out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Have you ever had a cat, either of you guys, that actually liked water? Because I have a buddy whose cat loves water, loves baths, loves like getting a bath, just loves being in it. And I'm like, that can't be an actual cat. It has to be like a cat dog.
No, but I had a friend who had a cat where it would just, in order to give it a bath, it would literally, he had this giant like basin kitchen sink, kind of like what we have.
Yep.
And as soon as it would get hit with warm water, it would just kind of lay down and like stretch its legs out and just let the warm water pour on it. And he'd be like, yeah, this is how we give him a bath. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a ferret. That's not a cat.
Grim says neighbor had 50 outdoor cats.
Nuh-uh. I have 4 indoor turkeys right now, and I'm ready to pull my hair out.
50? Could you imagine not only the obvious on how much it takes to feed them? Because, you know, obviously, Toby, you're feeding a lot of animals that are bigger.
No.
The shit, whatever, you know, buying the litter and stuff. The cat piss stinks. And you know there's cat piss everywhere.
You got that many cats. I don't care if they're fixed or not. Male cats are still going to try to mark territory.
Yeah. Yep.
Female cats, if they're not fixed,
house reeks of pure ammonia.
Yeah, dude. And female cats, like everybody thinks like a male cat marking is the bad thing. It's not. It's the female spraying. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Like that's, I don't have a sense of smell, but it's so bad. I can like taste it when I walk in the room. You're like, oh.
Yeah, not a huge fan of the cats, but somehow I ended up with 3 in this house. So yeah.
We had 3. One decided to go on walkabout, and we see him every once in a while out in the yard, but he seems happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, fucking live out your last few days out there, man. I don't care. You're 13. Fucking take your chances. I don't give a shit. You made your choice.
Live the best life there, cat. Hey, you know what? Then what is it? How many lives do they get? We saw a bunch of lives that should have been lost in that cat video because holy shit.
So many lives. 81 lives were lost that day. What? Yeah. 9 cats, man. We lost 9 cats.
Like the one cat. I mean, all right. Well, they're not dogs. A lot of dog people in here. And here's a skit about how dogs act after they see their humans doing some stuff.
Fuck you guys doing in here? Do you not fucking hear me? No, I know you fucking heard me because I was out there. I was being my loudest.
Oh my god, wow. I didn't know you had a husky.
Fuck did you just say? I had my face pressed against the bottom of that door, okay? I smelled sweat and I heard screams of pain. I thought you were being fucking murdered in here. Fuck it, I know how to lay down too, fucktard. Move over. So, like, who the fuck is this guy? Why are you two so sweaty? Wait, were you two? Nah. Were you two fucking playing without me? I thought that I was your... Here you go. I thought I was your favorite... Stop, I'm trying to have a fucking conversation with you. I thought I was your favorite boy. I can be fun. I can be fun. Watch, look, see, look.
Oh,
I can
wait,
have fun.
no,
I can have fun. Wouldn't do what, dude? Wouldn't do what? Wouldn't have fun like me?
Yeah, maybe we should go for a little ride, maybe a little trip to the vet.
On second thought, I think I was overreacting. I'll just take this and I'll give you two your privacy. Have a good day. What is that rubber thing that you guys have in the trash can? Did you guys get me a new toy?
That was fucking well played, man. That was
so good. So good. You always, and it's one of those things you're watching it, it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, the rubber toy. Or he's like, hey, you want to play? Hey, don't play as good as me. I'm like, God damn. He's like, oh, I didn't know you had a husky. What the fuck did you say?
That was my favorite part. There was a couple of plays on that one. That was good. That was good. Well done, Maddie Foo ____. A lot of underscores and names of videos that we're playing today. I don't know. Like that one was like cute _ pets _____.
Of course.
Fucking
Yeah.
aggressive amount. Just like Yuban trying to come up with some new names and a bunch of underscores apparently.
D_lemon _6 _9 _6 _9 You're like, bro.
_TTV.
Listen to me. I want you to pay very close attention. Stop.
Yeah, there's a lot of words in different languages, let alone our language, that I think we could come up with.
Matt,
Yeah.
Do you have another place for the coffee cult, for the cult coffee ticker banner, so we can like see most of Richie's face? Sure, that'll work. So
Only because
how
Wilson
Matt feels about his co-stars over here.
yeah, that's on me. I don't have another place to put it, but yeah, that's a good call.
I thought I was
That's a
like
good-
Wilson from Home
Yeah.
Improvement. Just, oh, hi, neighbor.
Hey, neighbor. You can always leave us on the right side and put you on the left, so that when the videos come up, they just automatically go in the center like that. I think everybody will be okay with that.
Do you think it'd be weird to have it like this?
I don't think it's weird like that.
Okay, let's try this.
Yeah, it looks
go with this.
that's good. Richie, what do you think?
I think you've been fucked this all up.
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
after 100%. Like this is completely Yuban's fault, but
It's all
we're trying
Yuban's
to
fault.
make it by.
Oh, but this suffices. This suffices.
Yes.
Okay.
We're all
It's a
zoomed
word
in.
Yuban can't spell,
Work
but
better, you know.
yeah, I like it. Good call. Good call. Sorry about that, Richie. Definitely not the Wilson of the show. Although Wilson, pretty fucking big star in the show. Not top 3 though. Not top 3. And you're definitely top 3.
Okay, this might have to be a debate for Thursday.
Ooh. I mean, we could talk about it right now. I mean, just because it's Triple T, we can get into any conversations. Let's do
No,
the thing.
no, you know what? Because I feel Brandon would feel very strongly about this,
Probably.
which is
Well,
why I'm like,
You think
I
he was a
wouldn't
big
mind
home
having
improvement
it
guy,
now.
though?
what's that?
Think Brandon was a big home improvement guy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What a show.
I mean, Brandon's all steak and potatoes and manly stuff. Like
yeah. Okay.
no Yuban, no lemon.
True.
One of the two
feel-
could have worked. Yeah, we got it, Jester. All right. We understand. We've been failed by 2 different people today. And
Yeah.
go figure. They're both out on like way far back. It's not like Lemon's watching fireworks right now because it's only 6:23 there. And I'll be damned if any. First of all, you don't light fireworks in California. Fucking
Not allowed.
wildfires. So nice
Yeah.
try there. Yuban's Mormon, so we already know he's not lighting fireworks. Like, come on now.
No. He says that apparently he did some fireworks stuff, and this alleged video that still hasn't made it to me. I checked my phone just a second ago before we were getting fired up about home improvement.
I'm just hoping it's as good as when we saw him fall off of his knee scooter.
That was
You remember
fucking
that?
classic. That was classic.
Dude, I didn't realize like that was the first time I realized how tall he was, and the fact that he seemed to have fallen in slow motion. Like he started to fall and just kept falling for like the next minute. And I'm like,
Mhm.
what is going on? Why is it taking him so long? And I went, holy shit, he's that big. It takes him that long to get all the way down to the ground. Because me, like that, I'm there in a heartbeat. You blink, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna be like, shit,
I also that
Oh.
was the first time that I realized that he was not athletic. That's why apparently he's good at darts. For some reason, I don't know. We watch the show and you look at people's backgrounds and you try to associate things. You know what I mean? At least I do. And I always would see the football helmet and some shit. I'm like, fucking guy probably played some football. Maybe he was
I knew
athletic. I
better,
think he
dude.
just bought it.
I knew
Big
better
fan.
with all the games and the pop figures and the Super Mario poster behind him. Ain't no
Yeah.
chance in hell. It's not like he's running track, man.
Yep. Well, early
In
Yuban
track and
stage.
field, maybe with a battery on the NES controller.
Yeah, remember the AB on that one game too?
You take AA batteries and you just run it across both of them and you rapid fire that shit.
Did you ever have the trackpad?
Yes, for the older, the one that came out like a few years later, they
Yep.
had the trackpad and you jump in.
Yeah. Pretty cool for the times that it was.
Yeah.
You know, I never had the trackpad, but I knew somebody once that had one. We didn't have a Nintendo growing up.
We had a kid that was just a straight up mama's boy. He had the power glove. He had that stupid
Ooh.
fucking robot that we never really understood what. There's like one game I think that I ever saw anybody use it with, but he had the power glove. He had the trackpad. Like if there was a peripheral for the NES, this fucker had it, and I was like, you
think this guy, this person still wears like vintage Nintendo shirts?
I'm sure he probably does.
Still a mama's boy?
But I tell you what, I would always go to his place because he got Nintendo Power and my parents wouldn't let me get it. Kids don't understand having, first of all, instructions that came with the game. Like you'd get the game and you'd have the instructions, and while you're playing, you could just like open it up and be like, okay, how do you do that? Okay. Like you used to have that.
Mhm.
Some games used to have maps that would come with them as part of the case.
Yes.
And then what was the other thing that you were just saying? The Nintendo people don't understand Nintendo Power and what was it, the Electronic Gaming Monthly, like game, you had to rely on magazines to figure out games.
Yeah.
Like it was such a culture that there used to be helplines that you could
Yes.
call for like
in the
what was it?
magazines
Like,
and stuff.
Yeah, it was like 19 cents a minute or some crazy shit that you'd call, and they would, no matter what game it was, there was somebody on there to tell you how to beat that level, how to beat that boss, how to find the secret whatever, and they would walk you through it.
Man, now
Yeah.
this is a question. Being a guy that doesn't really play a lot of video games now, are there games still that are popular? I know there's going to be some, but that are kind of popular or mainstream where you have storylines where you have to try to complete something, because I feel like a lot of them are, you know what I mean, the shooter style games that are big, the Modern Warfares, the Fortnites, the whatever else. Like, are there those good storyline games that are still around?
So we played a lot of different types of games when we were younger. Like the 2D scroller platform is kind of like the birth of most of your games. Even like the most recent Tomb Raider, like there's a lot of games that still have 2D scrolling platform elements to them that I don't think people realize where that came from. But then you had games that were like collection quests. And, one of the worst ever was Donkey Kong 64. There's just too much shit to collect, and it made it like not worth doing. But there's other games where you had to go and collect different things in order to make it to like the next level or to get this item or things like that. I don't know too many that are like that anymore, that aren't what you just call your grind games, kind of like your World of Warcraft is a collect. You have to go around and collect shit.
Right.
Like you have to beat this, collect this, and then go to the next place, beat that, collect this, and then you got to get enough of a certain thing, and then you finally go and turn it in. I think games like that are kind of slowly going away, just like I think there's a lot of RTSs that aren't as mainstream anymore. You guys remember, what was it, StarCraft?
Oh,
It was like it was the big one, your RTSs, but outside of that, man, like I like the original Warcraft. You remember Warcraft 3, Richie?
Oh yeah.
And back when you used to see those game cinematics, during the cinematic scenes, it was like watching a fucking movie. Now regular graphics are like their cinematic graphics.
Yeah. Like Red Dead, I guess.
The closest game I think that still has, not necessarily something you have to achieve the next level, but there are levels within it that you have to do certain things to get to. Is the Assassin's Creeds. They still kind of have it. Like Valhalla is one I love, and like it has so many different attributes to it. There's the main story about you're being an assassin, changing time or whatever it is. With Valhalla, it's your life as a Viking, basically helping Ragnar's sons do stuff. And then each one of those has its own little story that you have to achieve. It's more about the loot you're getting at the end.
Right.
Really, you have to get all the loot together so you won't get the right armor, because you go to Asgard, you fight in Ragnarok, you do all that kind of stuff, so you want to get the different armor. So it's more about leveling up your equipment.
Yep.
What
What about
right over there, Tim?
I got one. I got one fly, dude, and it just keeps like. I'm sure you guys have seen it a couple of times. It'll fly right at the screen, and it just this little bastard. I'm getting tired of it.
All right. Well, you got this. As long as if we had Yuban here, he could just pass over his electric fly swatter that he had in there that allegedly he put his tongue to and just. I guess it would be more, but not
allegedly.
Allegedly. Back to the video game real quick. And I'm asking because I haven't played the new series, but the Legend of Zeldas, the new ones, like what is there, Tears of Kingdom and stuff like that, are those? I saw the fly that time. Are those kind of games? I'm assuming that have a little bit of storyline. You have quests. Oh shit!
Yeah, they have a storyline and quest to it. I hadn't played the new ones yet. I want to.
I know. I do.
Switch.
I do want to, but at the same point, I don't because I know how much time it's going to take out of my life, and I'm like, there's not a lot of extra time on there. But it'd be one of those things too that maybe if there was somebody else in the house that truly enjoyed it, it would be there. But it would just strictly be me, and I have the Switch in studio. But
why didn't you drop the?
I'm glad. So for anybody that did,
oh, you motherfucker! Fucker!
Keep your fly swatter just in case.
There better not fucking be more than one.
I think it was a wise move switching from hammer to fly swatter.
Probably right because I just got that one sitting on top of my iPad. Fucking
yes, that would. Yep. But either way, producer Jace, shout out producer Jace, coming up with all the clips. That could be a good one there. We're gonna find the fly at the beginning and the chase, and then
like constantly landing on me or zipping around. We're just
now it's gone. Yep. Everybody in the chat, good job, Toby's.
Yeah. Dan goes, I hear something weird, not consistent. Dan, you'll hear it even more when you watch the YouTube playback. It's probably like a staticky kind of like.
Oh, is that the fly? No, and it's funny too because it's not funny. Let me rephrase that. There's also one, and you heard it, like I said, and when I have the headphones, I hear it, but it almost sounds like a bird or something. It was like,
yeah, I thought it was like somebody's dog in the background somewhere.
No, every once in a while,
I was like, well, we all own dogs, so I'm sure it was somebody's dog, like in the background.
It's some kind of electric thing that happens every once in a while, and for a while, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was something at your house. I mean, you're the likely cause of having some kind of animal making a noise, and every once in a while, if you watch some clips back, it's every just once in a while, you'll see me and kind of Yuban just be like,
yeah,
but it is what it is.
I'm just gonna blame it on fucking StreamYard. Honestly, finally this is what pisses me off. I finally get my camera to stay on. I finally get my microphone tuned up correctly, right? Like I sound all right tonight, right? So I get everything working, and it fucking like fuck. But it's not. I know it's not me.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It wouldn't be a Beard Laws production without a little bit of some technical issues. I think one of us, it rotates. So maybe it's me one week, maybe it's everybody. Yeah, but the bottom line, it's Yuban's fault.
Bottom line, it's because Yuban isn't here.
Yep.
Straight up.
And you know what? We're not on either of the apps that really care at this point. So anybody playing bingo at home, fuck you, Yuban.
Fuck you, Yuban.
That's one for the bingo.
God damn, I forget about that. Fuck, I gotta print out that damn bingo card.
Yep. With that being said, Toby, do you want to pick the pattern this week?
I'm gonna go with let's hear. I'm gonna go with what we call jail bars.
Yeah.
So it's the B, the N, and the O.
Okay.
Vertically.
Gotcha. Okay, so for anybody playing, you have to fill out from top to bottom all of the B's, all of the N's, and all of the O's. First person to do it, just yell bingo in the chat and send me over the card, email, or Instagram, and we will get you a $20 gift card to Copper John's. I don't know what they are anymore. I know that for a fact, F.U. Yuban, that's been done. Angel made an appearance. That's been done.
We got me going off, being angry.
That's one. We had technical issues. I think that's one.
Yeah.
I know there's more on there, but yeah, continue to have some fun. I'm not going to look it up, But either way, there you go. Let us know. And somebody last week, Elo, I think it was Elo or something, was real close last week.
Well, no, Elo was had it except for Angel didn't show up. So Angel was watching, and she came running in here and dropped the thing, and she stuck her head in so that Elo could get her, get her final one.
Yep. Well, at that point too, we kind of forgot that, and of course, it's definitely Yuban's fault. But Lemon was going to pick the pattern, and we kind of forgot about it. And then he did the pattern that apparently is a Minecraft boob, which didn't.
Because
that's a tough one.
She got a bingo, but it wasn't to any pattern, and we hadn't created a pattern yet. So honestly, because she was following along on it on its own, I still say she wins.
Yeah, shoot me a message. We'll still shoot me your email address, Elo, if you're still watching, and if you're watching it all or rewatching it, shoot me your email address. We'll get you $20 gift card because you're the first bingo, and you know what they say: you always remember your first.
Bro, it sounds like World War III is going on outside right now. Because but houses all around me.
Richie lives in the area where they're playing the game. Is it gunshots or is it fireworks tonight?
No, that's what I was literally about to say. I'm pretty sure a couple of those were gunshots. Pretty sure.
Woo! I could just see them.
Just all of a sudden you hear around, you hear all the fireworks, and all of a sudden you just hear pop, pop, pop. And you're like,
that's a little different.
Or the fucking Harlem Nights. Put that little ass fucking thing away.
Last night we were sitting there, fireworks getting ready. You know, they're launching in the distance where we are, and all of a sudden we just heard this noise. We're like, what the hell was that? Some kind of animal. Wasn't really sure what it is. I mean, and then all of a sudden a garbage can falls over. We're like, what the hell was that? And this garbage can was bungeed to a thing, and like there was duct tape and stuff. And next thing you know, on the bottom of this garbage can, there's a hole. It was a friggin' raccoon. And it wasn't quite dark yet. And this thing, we went over to kind of see it, and it let a squelch. They were like, it was a big ass raccoon. So we're sitting there. We're just like, we'll just throw a rock or something at it. It's going to take off, whatever. You know, that we're sitting there. So we pelt it pretty hard with a rock, and it just looked at us like, that all you got, bitch? And we're at this point, we're like, huh, okay. The fireworks are going off, and I'm sitting there. I was like, all right, well, you know, there's some farm stuff around. Somebody's got to have a, you know, maybe a 22 or something like that. Nope. Forgot it here. It doesn't have this. So the only thing that we had in our defense was a hatchet and croquet mallets.
Well, fuck.
Yep. So we were like, hey, we got to do something. There's kids and this and that. For everybody's sake, it decided to take off into the night and was not seen again.
I was going to say, did you Quentin Tarantino the shit out of that thing, or what happened?
Yeah.
Peyton Quentin Tarantino'd 2 snakes last night. So they were coming back in after shooting some fireworks, and he heard some sort of commotion, I guess, in the chicken pen. And he goes over there. There are 2 snakes attacking one of our chickens. Now, black rat snakes usually will not attack a chicken unless provoked. So we're assuming, because we've got 3 really broody chickens that don't want to leave the nest, that the snakes came in, the chickens got pissy with it and kind of went at it. And the snakes were like, oh, okay, we can play this game. And Peyton thought the chicken was dead. And he's like, well, that fucking chicken's dead. And all of a sudden, like, it was like, brrr. He's like, oh shit.
He's alive.
One of them was easily, because he cut the head off of it, and he threw one. Well, he cut the heads off of both of them, which I don't really like. I don't like killing black snakes because they keep all the other snakes away. And usually they come in, and you know, the tax that we pay for their protection is a couple of eggs here and there. But he threw one in the bushes, and he's like, I got the other one. It's just sitting out by the fire pit. So I went out there while I was live today, and I'm like, holy shit. And I picked this thing up, and I'm like holding it well above my head. And where the head is cut off is just barely like doing this to the ground. I'm like, this motherfucker had to have been 7 feet. Wow. I'm like, it was like this big around in the center. I was like, that is a big ass rat snake. Damn.
Yeah, we don't have them like that.
Big boy.
Yeah. And I felt bad because I like those snakes. Usually I'll grab the snakes if they haven't gotten an egg yet, because you can always tell by the shape of them if they've gotten an egg. I'll usually just pick it up, grab an egg, walk it out into what Angel calls the secret garden. And I'll lay it down and I'll lay an egg in front of it, and it'll be like, and it just eats the egg, and I'm like, all right, have a great lunch, man. Fucking take it easy.
Well,
But,
I'm aroused.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not a snake, and I cannot unhinge my jaw around this monster.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's back to back. Is that back to back shows, or at least back to back weeks where that happened?
I think that's back to back weeks I've done that.
Mm-hmm. It's at this point, it's just for all of you viewers.
I'm just watching video of my wife sitting in the living room, kind of like looking at me like, you fucking idiot. She's just like,
all right, we got to play a video then to get her at least laughing. Let's. She loves the fart videos, and again, this is a good fart. Just remember, if you're ever in the stall, feeling like you never want to get caught with your pants down, go to stallsmartsafetytool.com. Here's a little fart, just a little guy.
I'm fucking uncomfortable.
You know what? I was uncomfortable. Not one person sent that, and you're probably thinking, Yuban, Lemon. No, not two people. 4 different people sent that same video. 4 people.
Was one of them Grim?
I have to imagine yes. I can't 100% confirm, but I'm feeling that was definitely Grimish.
Dude, I just had my veteran moment for the day.
Oh shit.
So what I call veteran moments are things that like happen to like guys that I know that have served for quite a while. And one of them is what it just happened to me. I was just sitting here, I'm enjoying the show, everything's fine. All of a sudden it seems like I'm deaf and I'm like, the fuck? So like a flashbang just went off, but no flash, just the
bang.
That's a good thing that it's a good thing that the military said I didn't have tinnitus. So non-service related.
That's a tough word to spell too. All right.
It's actually, it maxes out at 10%, so it wouldn't really matter if they gave it to me anyway.
Let's go one more fart. This is a good one. I feel like a lot of people have relatable content. I'd have to imagine. You're hanging around the in-laws or the parents. You just bottle some stuff in.
Yep.
And this happens.
Are we starving?
Yeah. Max. I hope they caught that on camera. Max, fucking. Max.
Are you gonna come back up here?
Hey, hello. I'm gonna need you to look at your rings, like, willingly.
Snitches get stitches, Stephanie.
Yeah, I like how he's like, you're gonna walk back up into this?
Bro, but what gets me is like, that was his first time meeting the parents. Like he was just like, I've been holding this in all night, baby. Like you gotta give me a second before we walk down these steps, or it's gonna be bad.
And then I'm gonna need that ring cam footage, Ma. I'm gonna need that.
You're just
I had to make sure.
the wife's like, you got PTSD? You got some shit going on? I'm like, no, I'm fine. It's just
Maybe it was the door. I heard that.
Oh yeah, that was her just opening and closing the door.
All right. So I'm going to show this clip because this is pretty just wild. This is good. Well, I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's a 6-minute video, but I feel like we've showed something like this prior, and we're all like, and I'm only going to display a couple of seconds from it because it is a full screen video, and we're not going to see our reactions, but it's going to be pretty cool.
Where can I go to do this?
Right? How fun does that
That
look?
looks fun as hell.
It looks amazing. For anybody just listening, it is a bunch of adults doing what I guess, extreme tricycling. I don't know if that's the right word, but they're going really fast on tricycles, and it looks fun as fuck.
I'm all for it except for the pedaling part. Like, dude, they're obviously going downhill. Why the fuck do you have pedals? Just give
Facts.
people a fucking hand. Just
Yeah.
handbrake it, or they've got to a brake here and a brake here, right? Like, why the pedals?
Yeah, I
Get
mean,
rid of
those
the
are
pedals
those
and
Straight up Tokyo
have the
drift.
finish
that.
line be a
Just
giant
drift
fault.
it.
exactly Tokyo drifted, like Richie said, or the pedals are just for overachievers. How much faster can you really get on a tricycle when you're already going downhill? I mean, it's kind of like saying that my truck only goes 95. You're doing 97. You're not gonna hit 110.
Yeah.
You've maxed it out. But yeah, that looked fun as hell. And for if anybody wants to see, yeah, Angel, great point. Mario Kart in real life. We just gotta start throwing banana peels and shit.
No. You don't have her play it then. She'll crash into fucking everything and end up in last place.
But at least you get the cool shit in the end. My brother, when we play, he refuses to press the gas. He counts to like 15 or 20 or something, and he wants to start dead last so he can get all the good power ups. And then it's always a battle.
I'm telling you right now, man, being in first place it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Listen, this is an odd flex because I'm really good at Mario Kart, but
I
I
love when
hate
people say
being
that.
really good at Mario Kart because I am getting fucked over by red shells and blue shells the whole fuck. Now, granted, I'm still usually finishing first, but goddamn, stop it. You jealous little bastards. You can throw shells backwards to give you a better chance of making it up towards first place instead of constantly taking the champ down. Like, don't stop. We see right through you, okay? Your skill set isn't as good, so you got to use every little underhand tactic that they give you. And if you're in second place, you're going to be getting a shit ton of red shells. And I know where they're coming from. It's not like it's coming from fifth place. It's not coming from fifth place, honey. Fucking looking at you. Stop it, Dan.
He's looking at you guys. I mean, there's a lot of shitty things in life, but when you get a combination of somebody lucks out, hit you with the green shell, that's a lot of luck shell with a little bit of skill, you can do it right. But if you get hit with a green, a red, then a blue, like that's one of the worst trios of combinations potentially.
So
at the world.
we were playing and we were playing against the bots. It was me and Dan got a set of 3 red shells, and I'm riding, and all of a sudden I see a blue shell, and I see a blue shell, and I'm up in first, and all of a sudden I get hit by a red shell, and I'm like, fuck. I start going, blue shell, boom. I was like, god damn it. As soon as I get hit by that blue shell, red shell, I was like, motherfucker. I start getting going, blue shell. I'm like, I am going to lose my shit. And right as I get going, red shell, and then I hear Dan just giggling his ass off. And I'm like, and I'm looking at the map. I'm like, you are still like almost half the map behind me. Stop.
That's a tough combo. And what even pisses you off a little bit more, we've all had this happen. When you're in first at the time the blue shell is launched, you get past, but because you were in first, you still get hit with the blue shell. And you're like, motherfucker, he just took the lead. I'm pissed to begin with. You don't have anything but probably 12 coins. You don't even have anything to defend yourself.
And nothing and that's the other thing that frustrates me. If you got like all the things on and you're in first place, bro, you ain't getting nothing but coins and fucking bananas.
Wouldn't it be cool if in game, because you're in first, you're able to take the coins and purchase something like 3 coins for a red shell, 5 coins, you know what I mean? Use those coins for something cool.
Let me toss that shit backwards. Like, fucking yeah.
How
do you like it?
Yeah.
Give me a blue shell so I can throw it at the last place person. Little prick.
Exactly. Yeah. Throw it
You're
up.
staying in last today, bitch.
A red shell that goes all the way around and hits the last place person.
Oh my god, Game Genie.
Ah, shit. Yeah, that would be a good time. That'd be a good time. All right. Yeah, we still have to set that up and maybe have a special edition, Patreon only Mario Kart full tilt. Yuban says he's always in, but we know how that goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we play every other Sunday. With the Creators Den. Richie hasn't been able to make it yet. Richie's usually got shit going on. The first week it was me and Dan and Burr. The second week it was me and Burr. The third week it was me and Dan. And I'm like, eventually we're gonna get at least 3 of us again. Eventually.
Yeah, get a hold of me. Just give me a heads up. And usually I'm around. I could be around every other Sunday.
We're not going to be doing it this. We're not doing it this upcoming Sunday, but the next Sunday. I'll just let you know. I'll be like, hey man, we got a guest coming today.
Okay,
I've got him right here backstage. Oh, check it out. His beard law.
Fly fighting.
Yeah.
They're thick.
Yeah, they're bad here, dude. I open up that back door for 5 minutes, and that's it. I've got 5,000 flies. I can go. All right, dogs, come on in, and I'll just watch them. Just
don't bring your fucking fly friends.
God damn it.
One time they got into my studio and I didn't really pay much attention and left the monitors on and stuff. Came back the next day, all of the monitors covered in fly shit.
Dude, do you see this fucking argument going on right here?
Which one? Toby has a Game Genie on the fucking Switch. Oh shit. I mean, and I have to imagine she busted out the promise.
Yeah.
That's like a virtual pinky promise at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
she gets just as frustrated as Dan does when we play, man.
I could see that. Mario Kart, what a fucking game. And it's a game that survived.
I learn like a new trick every time I play too. So every time I play, I just find a way to get just a little bit better, which makes me feel awesome.
What sucks for me though is my competition is the kids.
Should you be doing that shit, Richie?
What do you do?
Just go.
Uh-oh.
I was pretending to do that so I could yell at my dog.
Without
you're like, I was yelling at him.
Get the fuck down!
Yep.
Who's my Mario Kart character? All of them, Lillette. Any of them. I don't give a shit.
Do you go random or you pick? Is there one that you?
I won't go random. But I've got multiple setups. So depending upon which character I've got, I know the exact kart, tires, and glider I'm going to use.
Yeah, like I was saying, my competition is the kids in the house. So when you pound them, you feel good about yourself. You're like, I can still beat these little fucks. You know what I mean? But then you start playing some other people and adults that have been playing Mario Kart since they came out on other consoles. Then shit gets real. And you feel...
the best I've felt ever is I was playing against Burr, and her kid's sitting behind her talking shit, and she was like, all right, he wants to play. He's just going to kick your ass. I was like, bring that little fucker on here. I don't give a shit. And I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 13 or something like that.
Old enough to get an ass kicked in Mario Kart.
I spanked this kid. I was like, how's that feel, you little fucker, huh? How's that feel? Did that work out the way you expected it to? Bet it didn't. You know, I'm almost 50 and I'm kicking your ass on a Switch. How's that feel? How's it feel? Switches I used to get beat with were way worse than this thing. You should feel good about this.
Do you use, when you play, do you use the little Joy-Cons or do you have a controller?
Well, we've got ours like has a little controller that you can put the Joy-Cons in.
The 2 ends. Yeah.
Yeah. But if not, we have a secondary one that's just like, it's just like an Xbox controller.
Nice. Yeah. I'm a bigger fan of the controllers as well. I have a USB one that seems to step up. Not that I have huge hands. I mean, I don't have, hands apparently probably like Yuban, but the little Joy-Cons, if you had to play just on that, I make the kids play on that because I feel like they're at a disadvantage and I want every advantage not to listen to them.
Jace, I thought I'd let you know. And by the way, guys, I don't give a shit that we haven't been doing a bunch of TikTok videos. We're just having a good conversation tonight, so fucking deal with it. Jace, it is safe to give your dog melatonin, by the way.
Ooh.
You give it dosage by weight. There's charts online that you can look up. We used to give Tank Girl melatonin all the time when we knew that thunderstorms were coming or 4th of July, things like that. You give it to her about 30 minutes before you think the storm's going to hit so that it has time to kick in. It's not bad to give your dog melatonin
Properly.
at all.
Like you said, yeah. I was pretty proud of my dogs. Usually they get in a vehicle, and I'm probably going to jinx it the next time we go for a ride here. But they usually throw up. Sometimes they throw up on each other. It's just a fucking mess. We did a round trip over 3 hours, not a single puke. So fucking pretty excited. And my puppy, 50 pounds at the 50-pound mark at 4 months. Not that you're like, oh, 50, cute.
I
don't have a big
honestly,
dog.
I'm afraid to even attempt to weigh these gangly bastards at this point.
If you had
All
to
I
guess,
can tell you is they just turned 5 months old, and they've got to be close to like 27, 28 inches at the shoulders right now.
fuck.
And I was watching, so I was doing all this research, and they talk about, female Great Danes, they'll be 28, maybe 30 inches at the shoulders. I was watching a breeder channel, and they're like, they say that females are supposed to be between 28 and 30 inches, but I will not I will not breed or look for a Great Dane breeding pair where the female is shorter than 34 inches. And I went, what the fuck did you just say? That's male height. That's male height. And she's like, yeah, and the males need to be 38 inches at the shoulder. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, and a male should be, females should be ranged somewhere between 140 and 180 pounds. I'm like, fuck did you say? And she's like, yeah, and the males, between 180 and 220 pounds. I was like, I have two.
I could see your face being
I have
exactly
two, and you're
like that.
34 inches per at possibly 180 pounds per.
That's almost 69 inches, woman. It's a lot of inches of dogs. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna get a puppy update. Release the hounds.
What are you doing? Oh shit.
Okay. I'll be right back.
You know what this is.
Let's do one video. 13-second
go
video.
ahead.
No,
Go
9-second video. 9-second video.
Your wiener's the size of a Tic Tac.
That's why my breath smells so good.
Hey, come here.
Play it again. Play it again. I fucking love that one.
Your wiener's the size of a Tic Tac.
That's why my breath smells so good.
Hey, come here. Oh, you're
Yep.
a good girl. You are.
Like father, like son.
Well, if you notice, the mom does laugh, and then she has that moment of realization of, oh, wait, we're in public.
We're in public, and I got to do the mom thing.
Oh, you're just creepy looking.
They are so not small anymore. Not that they think they were ever small. Jeez.
Now I know what some people are gonna say. Well, Toby's so fucking little. Like, no, I get it.
No, because for anybody that's a true viewer of the show from day one till now, there were much different. Holy shit!
No. Oh, you wait. Go sit. Go sit.
That is wild. I mean, they're what, 3.5 foot sitting? Holy cow!
No, she's fine. She's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Here,
So,
give another ice cube.
from if they stretch all the way out on the couch like they usually do, like
Yep.
is if you were diving and going into a
I
pool,
know you're not supposed to do this.
they are about 70 inches from tip to tip, toe tip to toe
Oh.
tip.
It's okay.
Wow. My dog's like, nope, this seems like a trap. This
And I'm
seems
gonna
like a
repeat
trap.
this. Look, god damn, what the fuck? Look,
Survey says.
She won't do it. She knows she's not supposed
yeah, they're
to.
now that
Yeah.
they're not supposed to jump
Yeah,
up.
no.
But
Supposed to jump.
yeah, they.
I mean, just sitting is, I mean, probably what, 3.5 foot, just sitting like the way they are.
Well, I can tell you this here, and I'll move this so you can see. This is 29 inches.
Yeah. That's 38 to 40 inches. Wow.
No, I'm sorry. This is 26 inches, and her shoulders touch right at the very top of it. So she's 26 inches at the shoulders.
Phew.
You're
Wow.
fine, baby.
What? That's It's crazy. It's just crazy. Week 2. I mean, that's 5 months old. That's
Yeah, and then there's this thing.
then there's Tank.
Tank girl. Def is a fucking post. Def is goddamn post. Like Richie's like done. He's like, she's just like dooper right the fuck out. Like,
wait, are you talking about me?
He's behind you now.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tank girl. That was fucking coincidence. Hi.
I get to be on camera. I get to be on camera.
On camera too.
Yeah, just what do they call that? Selective hearing.
Selective hearing. No, that's what children have. Look at just eyeballs at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Of it. What?
Is this what you wanted?
This is what you wanted.
Oh shit. I'm gonna do. Let's end it on this one. We'll do one more video just because this one made me truly laugh, and I feel like this is a good one.
Zoals altijd vlak voor Koningsdag is er weer de lintjes gegeven. Dit jaar krijgen ruim 2800 mensen er eentje tegen ruim 3000 vorig jaar.
Now I have one question. First of all, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that exact thing. But thankfully, we were just in a junkyard, and I was like, and we were looking through a car while my buddy was like getting something. He had to get a part out of it, and I was like,
not in traffic.
These cars, like if people leave stuff in these cars, and I like opened up the glove box, and I found that little hammer like that. I'm like, and it just goes. I went, and but my question is this: did anybody else notice this part? Hold on. I want to know why this.
Yeah, I wonder.
Why do you take the what was the point of taking his glasses off?
I mean, there's no way that it came back and broke one of his.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
No,
it wasn't.
It's most likely planned, and that was for safe.
Yeah,
Maybe they well be. They took them off. Like, oh, shit.
They were the driver's glasses, and they were like, "Put these on if you're going to do it."
Gabriel.
Hold on, let me yawn again real quick.
Oh, get
No,
the fuck out of here, kid!
I'm pretty sure the same guys do a whole bunch of things where like they're messing up a car. They work in a junkyard and they're basically crap cars.
You couldn't leave me in a junkyard because a lot of junkyards and scrapyards are actually designed to sell whatever's still salvageable, like windows, things like that from these cars. You couldn't leave me in there, man. To me, I look at that, and that's one of those, what do they call them? The anger rooms or whatever, where you can just go and just break do all day long. All I'd be doing is breaking shit.
Smash it up. All right. Well, that's a wrap. Everybody on the West Coast, enjoy your fireworks in a couple hours. Everybody else.
Don't set fires, California.
Yeah, careful.
Nova Scotia, Canada's already got that covered. Thanks.
Yep. Nita, happy July 5th. We're already there. You're in the future. So hopefully everybody else has a great rest of your day. We'll be back Thursday to talk about some stuff. I forgot what the topic was. Oh, childhood memories. Which is ironic because I couldn't remember that, and we'll have to see if we can remember that. Yeah, so it's going to be a good free-flowing conversation. We'll be back, and that's all we got. Oh, we did Bro Code last week. Spoiler alert, I bought the Barney Stinson book, Bro Code.
Did you really? Dude, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Probably not going to read it, but I got it in the studio.
I mean, it's a pretty simple read because I think everything that you flip is just like one thing on each page, right? If I remember
it is. Article 69 just says, duh.
Yeah.
Duh. Article 70, and then we'll leave you with this. A bro will drive another bro to the airport to pick him up, but never both for the same trip. He is not expected to be on time, help with luggage, or inquire about his bro's trip or general well-being. Bro Code 70.
I will say this one last thing. If you're really looking to find a book that you have the ability to take things at face value as humorous satire, however you want to look at it, get yourself the book by Dick Masterson. I believe that's the name of the author. It's called Guys Are Better or Greater Than Girls. I don't remember what it is, but the symbol on the front is just a blue male symbol, like a restroom symbol, and then
Men
the
are better
greater
than women.
sign. Yeah, men are better than women. So it's the blue male symbol, and then the greater than sign, and then the pink women symbol. That is the funniest goddamn book. It's so good. Like it's got like titles like "Why Women Are Shitty Mothers," "Why Women are Don't Make Good Nurses," things like that. And I'm just like, holy fuck. We used to read out of that, and we used to say a reading from the book of Dick, chapter 12, verse 7. Women are not good nurses. And you would just read like a paragraph, and you would always do it like at parties, and women would just dead stop.
Oof.
And we would just be rolling. And they're like, it would start arguments. Girlfriends would be looking at their boyfriends, wives would be looking at their husbands. What do you think? Is this really that's funny? I'm like, Chad's in trouble.
Fucking Chad. You can find it on Thrift Book for $5.59, so feel free to check it out. And there's also one, Remote Controls Are Better Than Women, because...
Is that by Dick Masterson? Oh, that's in the book, right?
No, it's a different book by Erica something. I'm not going to butcher that name, and a Karen Rustica Gruber. It's a humorous, witty tirade that makes men say aloud what their cowardly hearts have concealed all this time.
Oh, see, both those books might be worth it. I love satire like that. And some of the shit that you read in there is so goddamn ridiculous.
This one was put out in 19...
Somebody's reading that 100% going, fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. So this is why women make shitty mothers. And you're like, fucking what?
Yikes. This one was put out in 1955. So I have a feeling that there's some shit in this book.
Might not be satire.
Bro, I need that book.
I'll send you the link.
Send me a fucking link.
I gotta send you the link. And if anybody else wants the link, we'll put it on the Patreon. Go check it out. Because I don't know how appropriate it is. But I'm going to send that over to these guys. I can't thank you guys enough. Not only everybody watching this, but obviously Richie, Toby, and we'll see you guys Thursday. That's all I got. Okay. Bye.